Just call Accent on Travel to book now. 727-786-3336. Email caltacruise@gmail.com or go to thephoneonline.com for more info.
We're gonna rage.
Calta Cruise 15, sponsored by Side Splitters Comedy Club. Are you ready?
All right, everybody.
Pay attention.
It starts here.
Now that we're all prepared, let's start the show.
Now, Miggs and Swig, Life Out Loud on 102.5 The Bone.
Let's get the show on the road.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
He never holds back, and he speaks his mind. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet that the other stations are tuned in to.
Are you feeling depressed out there? Let Mojo cheer you up. Oh yeah. I was in kindergarten when this song came out. Why is that? Damn, she looks hot. Yeah, dance. What's going on, boys? I feel so right and take all night. Your eardrums can't handle my singing, so we're just going to act like that didn't happen. 727-579-1025 and 1-800-771-1025.
Holland and Zendaya are opening up about some of the surprising cameos in their new movie, Spider-Man: No Way Home.
I am sick and tired of Tom Holland and Zendaya, but here I am talking about them. So they're winning, and I'm doing okay in life.
Caution, spoilers ahead. Tom Holland and Zendaya have been playing Peter Parker and MJ in the franchise's most recent trilogy, but some other superheroes have come back into the fold in the latest flick, and two of them have stepped into the Spidey suit before. Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield reprised their own roles of Spider-Man in the new film, and the current co-stars are revealing what it was like to work with the actors in a new interview with Marvel.com.
First of all, there were some spoiler alerts that I saw some dude post on Facebook, and it wasn't like he was having an open discussion about the movie. He just posted a bunch of things about the movie just to be an edgelord. And then all these people were commenting like, why would you do this? And he's like, well, it's been 5 days. And I'm like, man, that is somebody I don't want to hang out with. It's one thing if you're going to talk about a movie amongst people that have seen it, but if you're purposely just spoiling movies to spoil movies, man, you're not invited to my apartment. You're a douche.
Tobey last appeared as Spider-Man in 2007 and entered the new multiverse as an older and wiser version of himself to mentor the young hero.
Oh, he's so much wiser. He's also been irrelevant for 15 years, so that's why he came back. He's like, please, can I come back? No one's talking about me.
Tom said of working with Tobey, quote, he was really excited to be back.
Of course he was. No one's talked about him since 2008.
You could tell it really meant a lot to him putting the suit on again. Us getting back together, it was awesome.
Yeah, you could tell it meant a lot to him. Like, I bet, like, when he put it on, he just had, like, memories just go like, oh, my God, Tom. So there was this moment, I made the movie in 2003. Like, I feel like when he put that suit on, he just began living in the past, and Tom Holland's like, bro, I don't care.
Zendaya admitted she was nervous for her real-life love to step onto the set with his Spidey counterparts.
Oh, you're so nervous about acting and making millions of dollars. Forget about the people that are serving overseas or the people that put their life on the line every day. If they're cops or people that drive emergency vehicles, Tom Holland is the real hero. We should all be nervous about making a movie.
Admitting, quote, "We had to do a rehearsal and me and Jacob felt like your parents, like dropping you off at kindergarten for the first day. Like, I hope the other kids like him."
You know what this is? This is utter proof that he is whipped in this relationship. How do I know? Because I'm semi-whipped. Alrighty.
And like, I hope he doesn't come back crying. And so we were just there, and I was taking pictures of you guys so that you could have it. It was so cute.
So the rumor was the director didn't want Zendaya and Tom Holland to bang while the movie was being made. So that's why there was all those rumors of people going, are they dating or not? It's because the Karen of a director was like, I don't want you guys banging. But essentially, by her saying to them, I don't want you banging, that's equivalent to when my dad said to me, I don't want you watching Family Guy and I want you to be religious. She made it seem cool. All that director had to say for these people not to bang is, please bang right now. I think you guys would be a good couple.
Andrew Garfield, who rounded out his time as the comic book character in 2014, unexpectedly appears to lend a hand too. Tom said of Andrew, quote, "Andrew Garfield, the legend himself. He's such a lovely guy."
Could you imagine if he said what he really feels? Oh, he's a real douche.
I think this film was a way of him making peace with Spider-Man. It was such a privilege to work with him. I know that it meant a lot to him. It's like a brotherhood.
I feel like Tom Holland is well aware that everybody's living in the past and missing being Spider-Man, and that they're jealous of him now living in the spotlight. Which in about 15 years, when I'm doing the show in 190 cities, I'll be playing a clip about how it's like, remember when Tom Holland was Spider-Man?
Zendaya said their collaboration was heartwarming, explaining, quote, "It was so beautiful. Toby, Andrew, and Tom care so deeply about the characters and what their journey had been as Spider-Man. It was so beautiful to see all of you guys connect on that and be able to talk to each other about such a special experience that very few people have been able to don the suit. It was great to see how much you guys all really cared and had each other's back. It was really sweet."
I wonder what that talk is like, because it's three different people. Tobey Maguire, irrelevant. Tom Holland, not irrelevant. And like, the original Spider-Man came out 20 years ago, like a completely different era. And I wonder how they're able to relate, because I don't really see that happening.
Access Hollywood spoke to Tom at the world premiere of Spider-Man No Way Home, and he shared what makes this film special.
This film is the celebration of 3 generations of cinema. To be here tonight with all my friends, all the villains from the past films, is honestly like the craziest thing ever. So I'm delighted to be here tonight. I love all the fans for showing up.
Yeah, you definitely know this positive attitude he has, because I can feel that he's into the law of attraction, and I can feel that he loves life. Well, I mean, he is banging Zendaya. Well, I feel like this attitude and this happy-go-luckiness probably drives all the other Spider-Man nuts, because they probably took it for granted, and now they're like, man, I wish I had that attitude when I was banging girls and using a flip phone 17 years ago.
The support that they've given us is amazing. And I couldn't believe it. When I was walking up and down that street, it was unreal.
Whoa, you're in a movie that's really popular and people know who you are? Who would have saw that coming? Best song ever. This is my Spider-Man.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out! Here comes the Spider-Man. Is he strong? Lives in mud. He's got radioactive blood. Can he swing from a thread? Take a look overhead. Hey there goes the Spider-Man. In the chill of night, at the scene of crime, like a streak of light, he arrives just in time. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Welcome back, he's ignored. Action is his reward to him. Life is a great big bang. Wherever there's a hang, you'll find the Spider-Man.
like that transition? I didn't go to college. I went to a radio trade school, and that's all I learned. And my uncle paid all $25,000 for that school. Now, the NBA does not translate well here in Tampa. Like, I went to about 6 Raptors games, thanks to Don Miggs for hooking me up with the DeBartolo Swig. And it was kind of depressing seeing, like, the Bay Area not care about the Raptors when they were here. Well, the one thing is this, is that this was during COVID, because COVID doesn't exist in Florida, but they were doing, like, the plexiglass back in April, so it was hard to get a crowd going. But it was just sad for me knowing that Tampa's never going to have the Raptors. But today, Christmas is always the best for me because the NBA is big in every other city. And today, every Christmas, there's always good games. Right now, it's the Knicks beating the Hawks 59-51. And you got the Bucks and Celtics later, Nets and Lakers, Warriors and Suns, Mavericks and Jazz, Magic and Heat. Man, if my girlfriend was like, hey, Ryan, let's have sex today, I'd be like, no, we're at your mom's house and the NBA's on. 727-579-1025. Hi, you're on the air.
Yo, Merry Christmas, Hoppe. Very cool of you to do this today.
Oh, man, I'm putting in so much hard work. What's happening? What's the name you're going by today, by the way?
Well, this is Steve.
What's happening?
You were doing the nostalgia with the Spider-Man. There was like a timeline there where there was Wonder Woman on TV, the Hulk, Spider-Man. It was late 70s, early 80s. They were all some pretty good TV series that were on. And then you blinked, and they were all gone. There's $6 Million Man. And then I think the last taste of it was that those shows were ending, and then it was like the start of the A-Team or something, if I remember right, showing my age. But I missed those shows. Those were the best, the original.
You know what's weird about people my age is a lot of people wouldn't have known any of the shows you've just said. I haven't seen them, but I'm that proud millennial where I know everything from the past. Because I'll be embarrassed if, like, you bring up the A-Team and some person my age is like, I've never heard of that. Like, I hate that young person that is proud to not know about things from the past. You know what I mean?
Wonder Woman was on then, too. Same timeline. They were all the, DC Marvel stuff that
Yeah.
was on TV for a minute. All that stuff. It's kind of weird in retrospect.
So what is your plan for Christmas before I let you go?
Getting really high, eating food all day, not doing a damn thing.
Ah, you're good. That's what you do every day. Thank you. Hi, you're on the air.
You know everything from the past. Because I'll be embarrassed.
Oh, man, I sound good. I never knew I sounded that good. Like, I knew I sounded good, but that's me, and I sound really good. Hi, sir. You have me on Bluetooth or speaker? Hi.
Hi, buddy.
What's happening? What's your name?
My name is Neelan Anderson, and I'm going to get real short and sweet.
All right.
I am looking to get a hold of the Pitbull Toddlers or Mike Calta. I have a special story for this man.
He is on Twitter at Mr. Mike Calta, the same thing on IG and the Mike Calta Show. And then if you go to theboneonline.com, you can email everybody from the show. Because I don't want to speak for him, but I do know that they love hearing from listeners.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a whole story up in here. I finally got the Bone phone number, and I think I have my notes right here about your radio show. But on this little $49 special phone, I just haven't taken the time to actually do all those things, and I don't know anything about Twitter. I'm barely a Facebook illiterate.
How about this? When they come back, not this Monday, but next Monday, 727-579-1025 and 1-800-771-1025. Call Mike then. Listen, I love every second of working at the Bone, but all day long, dude, I'm flattered that people think I have power here. I mean, I barely got the show on, but like, join social media. It's not hard. I don't know. Mike is a really good dude. Like, I sincerely view Mike Calta as one of my best friends. Like, I view him as like a godfather. I love that guy. Hi, you're on the air.
Hey, Merry Christmas, guys. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. What's happening?
So we were talking about, nostalgia.
Yeah.
Buck Rogers, Space 1999, Wonderama.
How about this? I wasn't born when any of these came out. Does that make you feel old?
No, my wife's 20 years younger than me.
Hell yeah, bro. How did you do that? I think that is one of the most underappreciated accomplishments of all time. How did you do it?
She keeps me young. I met her 10 years ago, and I guess I ran away because she was so young. And the more I ran, the more she wanted me. And when she got me, now she can't get rid of me.
Why was she running from you? Explain that.
She was running to me.
Oh, I got it. I thought you were saying you were chasing her, and I was like, Jesus, bro. But no. That. So, imagine the night before your wedding and you sleep next to your wife. And then the next day you're married. Is there a different vibe once you marry the girl? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's the vibe?
Vibe is, you know what? That's it. You know, like, you know, I lived 40 years single. I lived in Miami. I lived in New York. I had a good life. So it was, okay, this is the same cereal every day. I just have to change up the milk.
Now, what do you think about people that sometimes share the cereal? Would you ever do that? Because for me, I am such a self-centered narcissist that I want my girlfriend and nobody else, and I don't want anyone to have her, and we're monogamous. So do you find people that are into banging other people weird, or do you kind of see what they're doing?
You're talking about the pineapples down here in Florida.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I want no part of that, man. My wife wants no part of that either. I find it funny. I find it a compliment when I see it's happened to us, and we're like, oh, that's nice, yeah, but we're not into that.
It's funny because, like, I've had a few people that know my girlfriend that know who I am from the air, and they've tried to, like, offer to swing, and I'm like, absolutely not. But then a part of me isn't even offended. I'm like, in awe that I have this hot girlfriend that everybody wants to bang. It's very bizarre, bro.
I'm going to share with you another little thing, too.
Yeah.
Miggs is our cousin.
Oh, wow. Don Miggs is your cousin?
Yeah, it's my wife's cousin.
And what's that like?
Since he moved to Tennessee, we haven't seen him. But, you know, they're very gracious. They're very down to earth. They're great people. I enjoy them very much when we see them.
Well, the thing is, like, the radio world knows them as, like, the rich people that name drop. But sincerely, I went on a, like, triple date with Mike Kelta and his wife, Don and Lisa, and then Ben Swig was there, and me and my girlfriend, like, 11 months ago at Ocean Prime. And, like, I knew that Don Miggs and Lisa were amazing. But having dinner with them, they're some of the classiest people you'll ever meet. You know what I mean? Like there's a certain swagger they have that's like very heartwarming. Like I sincerely love them because everybody throws out the word love, like I love you, but I sincerely love them.
No, you know what it is? I think they're very well-rounded and grounded, which means that they know where they came from, they know who they are, they don't live above anything, they respect everybody, don't push their ideas on anyone. They're just good people. And
then here's the thing, too. Last week, Eddie D called to wish Lisa a happy birthday, which, by the way, happy birthday, Lisa. And I've probably answered the phone for 10,000 people, and a lot of them are rude. And then somebody who is ultra famous and has a lot of power, like Eddie DeBartolo, he calls, and we talked for like 2 minutes. He was one of the nicest guys I ever talked to. So to me, that was like, everybody talks about like money or whatever, but it's so awesome to see when people are like humble. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's two different sides. There'll always be those people that are that way that you're talking about, and there'll be people like the Miggs that are very genuine, I think is a good word for them.
So what are your plans for this afternoon before I let you go?
Well, I just found a liquor store.
Hell yeah. What are you going to get? What are you going to drink?
We're going to those little shooter things, so I can down them really quick before I get back to the house and put a big smile on my face.
See, I feel weird drinking around like my girlfriend's family because I don't want them to think that I like to drink. So I wish I was at your comfort where I could just get some drinks. You know what I mean?
I wish you were in the truck with me right now. We can actually, just down and go in, and everyone thinks we're happy people. Meanwhile, we're hiding behind a big sad clown.
Do you ever... Yeah, you too. Thank you. I had this thing I did at Thanksgiving about 5 times where I said I had to go to the bathroom, but it was just me being an introvert needing a breather. I don't know if anyone's ever had that at a party, but you just need a breather. But I bet some people feel the same way about me.